What's a dirty little secret you found out about a company or service that made you stop using them? Most of the recycling bins just get dumped in regular garbage. Frontier Airlines likes to post fake flights at good times and charge a premium for them. Then they cancel the good flight that never really existed and stick you on a red eye they sell for much cheaper and don't refund any of the difference in price. Yeah, you can refuse and get your money back and book with another airline, but you have to wait on hold an hour to do it, and now all your options with other airlines have gone up hundreds of dollars since when you booked. There's a super expensive artisanal ice cream shop in my city. They pride themselves on their fresh, genuine ingredients. My mom has celiacs, and I wanted to take her there, so I asked for a full ingredient list of their ice cream. They really didn't want to give it to me, but it's law and it's gluten-friendly wasn't good enough. There is zero real cream. It's all modified milk ingredients and artificial stabilizers and flavorings. Everything Nestle. Just Google it. It's way too much and it's inhumane. Volkswagen manipulated the software on their diesel cars so they could cheat the emissions tests. Cost them a fine of $2,800,000,000. Went to a small diner a few blocks away from me. I used to go there all the time. They were decent and the staff was great. Not the best ever, but it hit the spot. One day I went in and the owner started going around berating the staff and yelling at them in front of everybody. He saw me staring at him, so he comes up to me and says, "I'm sorry about that." So I said to him, "If I worked for you, and you talked to me like that, I'd smack the shit out of you." Immediately got up and left. Never went there again. Stopped going to a nail salon after one of the employees shared that they have to sit in the back room in the dark when they aren't with a customer. I used to work as the lead designer for Blue Notes in Canada. Wayam Inc. knowingly uses near slave and child labor and denies everything in the press, but they do know, and they don't care. Money is more important. Any kind of small, locally owned clothing boutique. 9 out of 10 times, it's nothing but fast fashion rebranded to be a small business owner. Most people don't realize this, and will happily boast, "I don't shop at Shine, I only buy from local boutiques, etc." The worst, IMO, are the ones who claim to have some type of Christian/religious influence in their store, yet their clothing is literally made in sweatshops. Johnson & Johnson knew for decades, possibly since their inception, that their talcum powder contained asbestos. Once it became a problem, they continued to sell it in low-income neighborhoods because the poor can't afford doctors or lawyers. Anything self-service or delivery. If you don't get it yourself, it's likely been contaminated. I currently work in a restaurant but previously worked for a grocery store. Here's a few things I have encountered. Customers taking bites out of donuts in the self-service donut case and putting them back. A grocery store pickup clerk grabbed a bare loaf of bread, pre-COVID, with utility gloves that are also used on trash and wood pallets. Customers have been witnessed on multiple occasions licking the serving spoons in the self-service soup bar, then putting it back. This led to its removal. People sticking their bare hands in the lettuce pans at the self-service salad bar. Someone posted on Reddit a week ago confessing that they picked up a DoorDash order for a customer, which was a coffee with whipped cream on top. They had their dog in the car, which decided to lick the whipped cream off the top of the drink. OP lied to the customer saying that the whipped cream melted. Long time back I played World of Warcraft. A news report came out about China forcing prisoners to farm gold and sell it for real money. After that, anytime I played and saw people spamming the messages to buy the gold, and just knowing some poor bastard was on the other side forced to do what I was doing for fun completely killed the fun for me. Walmart had peasant insurance on all of their employees. So, if you work in the bakery and die in a car wreck, Walmart gets a check for $30,000-$50,000 and your family gets nothing. Haven't given them a cent in 15 years. There is a huge bookstore chain that destroys the books they don't sell. I go there so rarely now, but every time I do go there to buy something, they ask me to donate money for students who can't afford books. Mef, just give them the books you gonna destroy. The bookstore owner is a literal billionaire. Worked part-time for a butcher, learned that the owner never eat his meat, never buy from that butcher ever again. I saw the condition of Tyson chickens. Never, ever will I touch anything Tyson, including McDonald's chicken products. The business model for Samsung appliances has planned obsolescence at its core, which is generally true for most appliances, but my current washer, dryer, dishwasher, and stove are not Samsung, and I couldn't be happier. Oven has failed, but I use an air fryer anyways and didn't really lose any cooking ability. Home Depot is so desperate for new credit card approvals that they pressure their own employees to apply for the credit cards, even the younger kids who they know won't get approved, just so they can show they have people at least attempting to get one. They just need to hit a certain new credit lines open each month and they'll do anything to get there. This probably applies to most retail shops, so I don't ever open credit at a retailer. I still shop at HD, I will just never use their credit cards. I don't do those online surveys retailers offer you anymore. Yes, one of the first times we did them we won a $500 gift card from the supermarket. But, if you look carefully at the fine print, you'll find that your eligibility for that kind of reward usually ends after the 5th time you do the survey each month. Yet they don't publicize that. Clearly they want you to keep doing those surveys and give them useful information about your buying habits even when there's nothing in it for you anymore. They should be required to disclose this in big letters on the receipt and again on the website it points you to, especially since the latter knows how many times you've already done it this month once you put in your PII. If your toothpaste says Colgate Total, it is exactly the same toothpaste as any other toothpaste that says Colgate Total, no matter what else the packaging says. Every different type of Colgate Total is simply marketing, and the only difference is the packaging. McDonald's. After watching the movie The Founder,